There are 3 ways to make money. Ever notice how the rich keep getting richer? I'm going to show you how they're doing it and how you can do it too. Let's cover how we're going to make money first and foremost, and how the rich do it, how the rich get ahead. So, start a business. That's the easiest way to leverage your time. You can't leverage your time and the income you're going to make just by working for someone else. I mean, that's going to give you some credence, and if you have got a high paying job, that's great, but you're still only ever capped by the amount of hours and reward for effort that you can bring in. So again, starting a business allows you to leverage that. But as per the other videos that I've shown you, starting a business is not easy. It doesn't always guarantee you success. So we want to ensure that we do that the right way. But we're just going to cover the basics here. So it's going to give you lifestyle, it's going to give you income. It's going to also give you reward for the effort that you put in direct. So if you have direct effort, you're going to get reward for that. One way about making money from a business, and I've talked about this before, is build the business up to the point where you can sell it. And if you sell it and you make a lot of money from the hard work you've put in, that's leveraged the business. So not only has it paid you along the way, you've leveraged it from whatever it is you paid for the business, or you might have started it from scratch. It's now worth a lot of money because it has income and turnover. And remember, some people want to buy an established business. So there's a lot of people who have made big money from starting businesses, building them up, then selling them, or buying businesses that were perhaps not in good shape through whatever, maybe mismanagement, and then building that back up again and then selling it while it's in good shape to someone who wants to come in and buy a successful business. So they're the 2 ways that you can really make money out of business, and you can leverage off that. Now, another way to make money, number 2, is buy property. Now, a lot of people buy residential property. There's nothing wrong with that. Residential property is great. And in fact, you can do the same thing with property that we just talked about with business. You can buy properties that need a little bit of work here and there. You can invest in that property, build the standard of the home up, and then sell it. And that's called flipping houses. I don't really have a lot of experience doing that, so I wouldn't recommend that, but there are plenty of people out there who've done that successfully. It comes with a lot of effort, it comes with a lot of risk. There's no 2 ways about it, and you need to know property very well to make that work. Building a brand new property like this might be the way to go, because you can buy off the plan sometimes and get a cheaper discount. Building a home comes with its own types of pitfalls though, and it's something you want to consider. But they are a really good way of generating cash, because each new area that you go into is going to end up increasing in property price very quickly. So it's something to consider. The other way of doing it is you buy a property in a good area, in an area that you know is growing, in an area that you know is going to have new infrastructure, and you put someone in there to rent that property from you. So they're paying you to live in your property. Now that also then helps pay potentially any kind of lending that you've got against that property off, and from that you can wait and watch the property value increase. So as the property value increases, you've also started to pay down on what you owe. The gap gets wider and wider. Sooner or later you sell that property and you make a profit. That's another way of making money. Now there are people who have multiple homes or multiple properties in that way, and that's a really good way of making, good coin. And there's plenty of people who have made a lot of money just through property alone. If you take commercial properties like these, they benefit you in different ways. Businesses need places to operate. And what you have here is a situation where you can buy a commercial premises and then lease it out to someone else for a much higher price than you're going to get for just leasing out a normal house in a suburban street. The other thing is they provide greater stability. People take longer term leases because they don't want to uproot their business every 5 minutes. So something like a commercial property like that is a great way to invest. So the third way of doing it is we combine the 2, the number 1 and number 2 together. We buy a property to run our business from, right? So now depending on what sort of business it is, let's say you need some warehousing. Why would you buy or rent a warehouse from someone else when you could rent it from yourself and have your business paying off your own property.
It's amazing, places like this, you'll find all sorts of businesses. Just down there is the gym that I go to. The owner, he's a PT, he actually owns his own property and he operates his PT business and gym facility out of the same one. So he's essentially paying himself to operate his business. How cool?
You yourself buy the property in your own name and the business rents the property from you. So there's another way of doing it. So from that point of view, now you've got the business that has to rent a property somewhere anyway, renting from yourself. That's another way of getting money out of the business into yourself personally, and you're getting some tax advantages from that. Now you want to get some advice on this. 100%, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't take financial advice from me, but go get it looked at properly, look at what you want to do, set that up the right way. But ultimately, imagine that your business can be paying for your property and at the same time, you can be making extra money out of that. The property value goes up over time. You could then on-sell your business and have someone rent that same property from you. Great way of doing it.
So there you have it, the 3 ways of making money. Don't forget, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel and like the video. Thank you.